You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
Hello and welcome to Prairie View Cricket Complex, ground number 5. We are live again for the Minor League Cricket 2024 presented by Yash Technologies. We're here presenting you a match between Houston Hurricanes versus Chicago Tigers from the Central Division. Final game for both the teams here. Not the promising start for either of the teams into the season, but surely they'll have some takeaway from this game to finish the season on the high. Houston Hurricanes coming into club after winning their last game against Michigan Cricket Stars. They won by was an easy game for Houston Hurricanes, which they won by 6 wickets, leaving 18 balls. And then for Chicago Tigers, on the other hand, they lost against Lone Athletic Stars by couple of runs, and they were severely beaten by the team there. A chance for Calvin Savage and co. to regain their momentum. Just in a minute, as once the scoreboard's updated and there's an official confirmation, we'll get to know what's the news from the center. Till then, we'll take a look, if possible, what the points table looks like. One game, Chicago Kingsmen dominating the points table. They've not lost a single game in the league stage. They're the only team that's been unbeaten and are having a string of victories and for sure march into playoffs. The dominance by the batters of Chicago Kingsmen is unreal, especially when that top order is going ballistic. What can you expect? That platform being set by the openers, top order, and then that being carried away by the middle order. That's sustenance. That's one factor. 1 point for Chicago Kingsmen that they'll be very, very happy about going into the playoffs. Solid looking team, Chicago Kingsmen from the Central Division. However, as we're back in the game, that's Lahiro Milanta, I presume, alongside Trump. It always confuses most of us having two Trumps in the same team in Houston Hurricanes who can forget their moves. They've got some exciting, grooving moves, both the Trump twins. It's Mukhtar Ahmed with Joshua Trump, who will open the innings for Houston Hurricanes. News from the center. Calvin Savage cohort winning the toss and electing to bowl first. They've tried everything, just one victory in the league stage game. Mukhtar Ahmed, quite ordinary in the league stages, known to take on in the power play in the early stages of the game. Nice delivery early on by Patel to start. A very conventional start by Patel. It's one off season for the Chicago Tigers, who were in the run in 2022 for the semis. Then later on, it's been a collapse. Mohit Patel opening the bowling for Chicago Tigers. On the pads will be an easy picking for Mukhtar Ahmed to open his and his team account. 33 matches and 26 wickets for Mohit Patel, right arm medium. Calvin Savage has given him the ball to open. To take a look at the team, they are missing with Justin Dill, Chicago Tigers today, and Lahiru Melanta misses out from the Houston Hurricanes. Bright day, good for cricket. Early in the morning, giving Joshua Trump a chance to replace Lahiru Melanta, who's been great in his form, giving those knocking starts for the Houston Hurricanes. In the block hole, a fielder inside the circle. Just a quick reflection upon what has happened so far with Chicago Tigers that they've won. It's the batting order which is not supported for Chicago Tigers so far in the league game. That's where the captain Savage has been disappointed, getting some support. That's Metansha on first slip. He's got a great season. Right on the cue to Mukhtar Ahmed. Likes taking on the attack. Two games against Dallas Exforia Giants. He was dismissed early. That's when Lahiru Milanta was kept hanging. The real-time support. But at least in some of the games, Houston Hurricanes were lucky to get that aid from the middle order. There goes Mukhtar Ahmed. Welcome and hello, wake up call. That's the early caffeine from Mukhtar Ahmed and Houston Hurricanes to Chicago Tigers. End of the over. But let's take a look before we call it off. Short pitch, not threatening, wide, and gives chance to Mukhtar Ahmed to free his arm. Six runs off the over.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Will be interesting, and we'll have to take a look how Joshua Trump and Mukhtar Ahmed will proceed with this new opening partnership. The Houston Hurricanes have trusted them, and especially with young Joshua Trump playing in company of Mukhtar Ahmed, will be a learning for him to face a new ball. No doubt, Joshua Trump has got potential. 17-year-old. Nicely cut away. He's found the gap. Look at that crunchy shot for Joshua Trump. When we talk about his potential, there's that glimpse of him. Solid head position. Kept himself firm. Waited for that and found the gap between the point and the extra covers fielder. Oh, has plugged that one. Will be a chase. No way. He's stopping that. Joshua Trump early on putting the colors and helping Houston Hurricanes here. Great off the back foot. Poor line and length from Raj Vyas there. On the stumps, there's no protection, especially in the power play. He should be knowing that giving width on offer and length to Joshua Trump is not going to be intimidated by those shots. 2 and 2. They've got 8 runs already of 2 balls. He's played 3 matches and hasn't bowled. This is the very first time we're seeing Raj Vyas, according to his stats, that he's bowling. Calvin Savage, who likes to open the bowling, might have thought, how about we give a chance and see how this experiment goes? They've got nothing to lose, a free liberal game that they can try, come in, experiment their cards. Again, with an offer, this time they've got the protection there. Knowing Raj is struggling a little to find that line. Pitching it short to Trump. Will be a good lesson against Mukhtar Ahmed if he's able to find good meat of the bat. Then short pitch deliveries are going to be a remedial measure for Raj Vyas to learn from. 9 already in 3 balls with 3 balls remaining. Good ball, better length. Came back sharply and Ahmed survives. As an opener, he's been in a good form his season. 6 matches, 122 runs, strike rate 111. Can go about that. Those shots that he plays have always shown his ability for big striking. That shape, that hint of swing in air was fractionally shot. Good chase to help the bowler, but would still get 2 runs. From the perspective of Houston Hurricanes, they were in contention for playoffs, but what changed were 2 games against Dallas X-Furious Giants for them. Back-to-back games, a day game, first a night game at Grand Prairie Stadium. Then right up there, yes, no, quick run there. Good running between the wickets. End of the over. An eventful over for Houston Hurricanes, taking 12 of the over for Raj Vyas.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
They'd go with Mohit Patel. First slip, we saw a hint of swing in air. There's that little hint coming out for the right-hander going away. That's why they've got first slip. The idea would be to give Mukhtar Ahmed a full delivery, forcing him to drive and see if he clicks on the bait. But the problem with the Mukhtar Ahmed and the bowler trying to push it up is that if it's too full, it's a risk. Is going to battle with fire, and this is going to forge a good team for next season for Chicago Tigers. The roar hasn't been mighty for the Tigers this season, but good learnings from the season when they're going back and trying to restructure the team can have a good takeaway always from a season. There's that two full delivery, allows him that chance to free his arms, and that's the first biggie of the morning. First off, we've seen in the over, early on boundary, and this time Mukhtar Ahmed gets the liberty that no real time and full swing without any hesitation gets him handsome 6 runs. Talking about risk, it can be risky, especially when you're bowling to such an opener. When we did talk about his strike rate, he's played that and impactful innings for Mukhtar Ahmed, especially that was very transient. And we'll wait a little, courtesy of Mukhtar Ahmed, that was hit a big one, and they might take a little time to find the ball. And once in Rohit Sharma's interview, he was telling that when Chris Gayle hit sixes, they hit over 100-meter six. Look at that big six, how well he's hit that. Still firm base, no way he's moved, right in his arc. And when we talk about arcs, he is one of the batters around the league who's got wide range. Going down again, that's poor delivery. I hope there's a fielder, but Mukhtar Ahmed just will send it to road, just few yards away. That Mukhtar Ahmed did not smash the windshield of the coming cars and trucks on the road. That's poor delivery and good pickings for Mukhtar Ahmed. Houston Hurricanes coming with a mindset to go all in at the bowlers of Chicago Tigers, and they've been successful taking a chase at them. That's the lineup for Houston Hurricanes. Mukhtar Ahmed looking nice and dangerous for the opposition. Joshua Trump got the opportunity to open. Arir Ali back in. Saif Badr, the captain. Anj Boje, the spinner. Ali Sheikh, the speedy all-rounder, alongside Matthew Trump. That's the Chicago Tigers lineup. Mithansh Nityanandam, Jay Desai, Shiv Sahani, Rahul Basu, Calvin Savage, captain. And we'll get along as we proceed. Maybe have another chance to look at the lineup. Just because Mukhtar Ahmed's giving us the opportunity to enjoy the entertainment. Will not put a halt there. That's why the teams were taken off, especially having Mukhtar on crease. Talking about that mindset of the batters of Houston Hurricanes, especially they've got nothing to lose here. Good chance by the captain Saif Badr to give an opportunity to one of the Trumps, Joshua, to allow him to open the innings. He's looked good of the 2 balls which had width. 2 full. Drives it. They've taken off a slip. End of the over. 3 overs and Houston Hurricanes motoring.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Always a level up minor league cricket 2024 this season. In a way, improvements constantly. Improvements have been put. Swing and a miss. Better line. Better length to Mukhtar Ahmed. Always threatening as a bowler, Raj Vyas. Captain Calvin has shown faith in him after he was struck for 12 runs in his first over. And good thinking from the skipper himself to give chance to the youngsters and who are upcoming in the game. Left arm going around. We've seen that shape coming back in for the right-hander for the left-handers, especially when you're looking at the next season. The teams always look forward and they forecast a season ahead, especially when they know that they've sunk down in the current season. Surely they'd want to know that what have they got in store, what changes they can make, and this is the right move from captains of both the teams. Make changes, soft push, and a run, an easy overthrow. There's no way Chicago Tigers have not donned the actual colors what they're known for. Early morning today, they've looked a little fade off, especially with the line and length from the bowlers and the fielding. The viewers might say that Abdul, you being too harsh on the team early start of the game. It's just the first blow. I always think that cricket is a game of first blow, just like wrestling or boxing. That's launched up straight up in the air. We'll have to see if there's the keeper. Yes, there's the keeper. And the first blow we're talking about, it has come in the real time right now from Raj Vyas, who's taken wicket off, who Mukhtar Ahmed is looking dangerously good. There's a happy chappy. And there's the replay there coming over the wicket. Left-hander, short pitch delivery. And could not time it. Joshua Trump. He was proficient on the earlier short pitch deliveries, which had width, not this time. I'm presuming it was Joshua Trump who got out from the likes. A little delay in the scoreboard can gets us off balance, but that keeps us hanging and keeps us predicting. Yes, it was Joshua Trump who got out, not Mukhtar Ahmed, and the danger still remains on the crease. I might tell the fans of Houston Hurricanes would come back at me saying that what is wrong with you having Mukhtar Ahmed on the crease? But it's just a little delay from the scoreboard. We talk about improvements in technology. Always there's a scope of improvement for us. That was a rusty looking shot from Joshua Trump after showing his sparks, who faded out. Got Ansh Boje, the left hander from Houston Hurricanes. 3 matches, 1 run. Has played a lot of cricket over the years. An opportunity in minor league cricket. Surely, looking at this promising talent, he's got a chance. Raj Vyas having a good comeback in the second over. And that's end of his second over. An excellent over with 3 runs and a wicket for Chicago Tigers. A successful run in the fourth over. 34 for 1.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Calvin Savage, the skipper, all the way in MILC from MLC, who represented Texas Super Kings. Superb all rounder, no doubt, and never a question about his bowling and batting skills. Spoken about once about his six that I was awestruck when the team needed 7 of 6 balls. Guess what? Short pitch deliveries in MLC, Major League Cricket. You think to get off the strike to take away the pressure. The man decided to hit the 6. That's his skill, knows the game. Found it a little difficult this season to marshal his troops, especially one match which was abandoned against Michigan Stars. One match they've only match they've won against some Michigan Cricket Stars, and one of them was abandoned. Nicely played by Mukhtar Ahmed, fine leg in circle, and the skipper is impressed with the throw. On the attack, he likes his fielders on the toes, likes to attack early on. We were discussing about the early blow, early knockout, when I'm saying why would you want to keep your fielders or the bowlers on the back foot? Might be a little bitter from my side, but my only understanding of any game, when I'm taking the analogy, when I'm borrowing it from the other sport, wrestling or MMA, is that against your opponent, when you land the first punch, that's the testament saying that you're not afraid to go out and express, and you're here to win. You certainly are not on the back foot. That shows the exudance of your confidence, and rightly by Calvin Savage with 4 dots, and will be one more dot with great support in the field. Justin Dill misses out. They had signing of Justin Dill, all the way from Washington Freedom, who was supporting his comrade Calvin Savage in the minor league cricket 2024, presented by Yash Technologies. The season, this is skied high. The question is, has he got the distance? Looks like that. And the signal from the fielder is it's 4 run with an inch shot towards boundary. Look at that replay, how he got into position, a little uncomfortable. His pace, Calvin Savage's pace, has got through and helped the ball to Houston Hurricanes' benefit. End of 5 overs with 1 over of power play remaining, 38 for 1. He'll be delighted, Raj Vyas, to bowl another over after chipping in with the wicket for his team. Anj Bhoje hasn't opened his run account yet. Left-hander wide stance, looking to access opening that leg side channel. As players, the body language and the footwork of the batters, it's essential for the bowlers to know the body language where the batters are going to hit them. At times it is premeditated. We often overlook from the mental aspect of the game. It's just not the physical rigor, but mental too, which exhausts you. Good shape, good shape of his ball, and smart work in the field. The captain's given Raj Vyas a support with first slip for the left-hander, left to left. The angle he's bowling from, tendency to take it away from the left-hander, but a right-hander bowling around as it goes away for the left-hander. If you see Anj Bhoje stand taking his mark as it's going away for him, it'll come inside for Mukhtar Ahmed and will be a good battle. Could not time it well. Tried to chop it. Mukhtar Ahmed batting 25 on 25 of 21. Anj Bhoje trying to fit into the game. Early stage for him. A good platform to learn from the veterans and the experienced players who represented MLC and different parts are lovely timing there. He's found the gap to perfection. Mukhtar Ahmed is looking in good rhythm. Right under his eye in slot, Mukhtar Ahmed. How can he miss onto that one? He's got a great bat swing. At times, I wonder when he swings that bat that hard, if it does not connect, the bowler's at risk if the bat's coming at him. A good comeback from Raj Vyas. Excellent delivery between the stumps. Should be his plan, especially not having any fielder outside sweeper. Mukhtar Ahmed has been good, swinging his bat towards long on and square leg. It's been his go-to direction. Should try to bowl between the stumps and allow him to take that direction, keeping the fielder there. Just like that, that's skied high. The question is if someone's under the ball and will make it theirs. And yes, who is it? And the captain himself, who's not going to drop. What an excellent catch by the captain to lead by an example. It is Calvin Savage backpedaling, keeping his head still, who's managed to bag onto that blinder. End of the over and successful move by Captain Savage. Look at that. It was gone a mile up in the sky. Short pitch, did not time it. Top edge. Once he got away on Calvin Savage's over, but he finds Calvin Savage underneath the ball, backpedaling. Look at him. He had to cover at least 10 yards. And with his spectacles coming to the mouth, and our jaw has also dropped. End of power play, 2 wickets down, 43 for Houston Hurricanes. There's that scorecard of Houston Hurricanes. Tremendous improvement. What will impress me and the viewers as well, the supporters of Chicago Tigers, would be the control on extra. Got rid of Mukhtar Ahmed, first wicket, Raj Vyas, and then again faithful, proven faithful for the trust shown by Calvin Savage and him. 3 overs and an over bowled by Calvin Savage himself, and one more over which was given to Mohit Patel. Both the wickets coming off short pitch deliveries. The openers are dismissed by the similar deliveries where it was on the off stump for Joshua Trump and a little between the stumps, which stuck in the surface for Mukhtar Ahmed. But this pitch giving good bounce, trying to go on the bounce. That was the key for the wickets when the players tried to get on top of the bounce and play. That's when they found the top of the bat swell and edges. It's Ansh Bhoje with 5 balls faced and a run taken. Good ball from Calvin Savage to Ansh Bhoje. Will be a good battle from the perspective of learning for young Ansh against Savage, who's played cricket in plethora. Hails from South Africa. Too wide. He'll have to bowl that one again. Giving chance to the left-hander to cut him, to beat him outside edge. Somewhere he's looking out for that one. One spot where Ansh gets greedy and jeopardizes his wicket. That outswinger from Calvin Savage. No wonder why there's a first slip in position for him. He's looking for that one, channeling in. He's bowling a little wider for around the stumps. This is a mind play, playing with the mind of the batter, expecting from the tall man that he might be bowling a bouncer right onto his body. That's why you would see that he's kept his front leg a little open. It was expecting that ball. But 2 balls ago, Calvin Savage was bowling him away from the stumps. Planning against Ansh Bhoje. He's taken 2 runs and will try to settle in the game. Not too bad as a start when considering the runs for Houston Hurricanes. Just lost 2 wickets in the power play. The fielder was bewildered and Calvin Savage would surely be unhappy with the effort. Should have been taken there. An easy catch where the batter had no clue where the ball flew. And look at it. Got a little too excited. Spilled out of his own hands. These chances represent how the run has been for Chicago Tigers, especially with the fielding effort, and batting has been their alarming concern. Good ball, excellent ball to square him up and end the over. 2 overs by Calvin Savage. He's given only 7, but in total 7 overs done, 46 for 2.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Surprising, very surprising to go to Raj Vyas again, keeping the other options open. I wouldn't worry too much, especially if he's going for the fourth over when he's got his own 2 overs, Calvin Savage, who can bowl at the end of the innings. But he's looked good, just wants to keep the momentum, giving that confidence. He's looked good, bring it on. He's riding high on confidence. For me, it's a good move by Calvin Savage. Might give one more wicket that they're looking for and help Calvin Savage and cohort to dominate the game. His channel of bowling today has been interesting for the way he's used the surface to his own advantage, especially bowling short pitch deliveries to Joshua Trump and Mukhtar Ahmed. Impressive bowling. The keeper misses. Look at that. Genuine edge, genuine edge. And the keeper had very little time, a difficult catch, but nonetheless, catch gone down. Look at that beauty from Raj Vyas, and that's why Calvin Savage, right up there, came back in, and the batter had no clue. The keeper was expecting, oh, he's got his fingers there. Did not stick in his pouch. Would have been a spectacular catch by the wicketkeeper if he would have managed to collect that one. 4 balls. I'm amazed to see Raj Vyas have a comeback after that expensive 12 runs over. Taking out a firm push. Saif Badr will have to face. Stay there. And was a leg by? Surprised that seemed like the bat coming in. However, Saif Badr survives the lethal delivery from Raj Vyas. And Poje batting off 11 balls, who scored 3 runs. That firm push, they can use the short covers. He's using hard hands, will be a chase for Shivam Sahni there. Good work in the outfield, saving 2 runs for the team. Great commitment. And they've taken 3. Good running between the wickets. Brings Saif Badr to strike. Got a little greeting from Raj Vyas having 2 more balls. Can he be able to do it and put him in question? The immense effort Raj Vyas has put in. I'd like to see him take another wicket. 50 comes up with those 3 runs, what they run for Houston Hurricanes. Takes on, no look shot there. That's audacious from Saif Badr, was in the slot, has no hesitations, and collects 6 runs there, right on the top of the head of the bowler. That's there. Look at him. Great connection. Puts his head down after seeing how much the distance that will be covered by the ball. Last ball. Raj Vyas will have the last laugh if he's able to get hold of Saif Badr. Quick run, and they'll complete it. 11 of the over. 8 overs completed and 57 for 2, going at 7.12. Calvin Savage with his third over. I hope it's not imperative. Where the situation's asking later for Calvin Savage to keep an over in the bag for the later purpose, but he might be thinking to attack Saif Badr and pluck his wicket out so that it's easy for him to try and experiment his fellow bowlers. In the game so far, the Central Division table, couple of matches which were abandoned unfortunately by the rain. The Chicago Tigers were one of them. On that unfortunate side, they had a game against the Michigan Cricket Stars, one game that they won, and one was abandoned inside edge. That leaves Calvin Savage in surprise. Games lost. They've never really found any rhythm. Chicago Tigers. This game will be of huge essence for them to win and mean a lot after finishing 8 games in the league table, and for Houston Hurricanes too. Going down the leg for Houston Hurricanes, especially those 2 losses which came against Dallas Exforia Giants. That that gave them the big thrashing that costed them the chances to the power play. 3 games they lost. That's a classic drive by Saif Badr. You little beauty. How well that is timed. I can watch that shot on loop over and over without being bored. Take a look at that replay. I don't mind that being on the replay, on the app. Look at that timing there from Saif Badr. Just a little check. Do not even complete it. It was a half shot. And there's that beautiful cover drive. Stays in the crease and puts some pressure on the outfield there for Shivam Sahni, who's been busy today. Matansh Nityanandam and Shivam Sahni in the first game for Chicago Tigers against Chicago Kingsmen. They did show a great intent. And then the first game, very first game of the league, things changed them. Things changed for them. Slight misfield, yes and a no. Where is he throwing? Where did he think he's going? Ansh Bhoje. That was a chance that they spilled again. A catch drop, a chance for run out. 9 done, 66 for 2. We'll be seeing change in the bowling right away. Dugupati has got hold of Ansh Bhoje. Look at that wicket straight away, wasting no time early on. Comes in, bowling changes worked out for the Chicago Tigers. Outside edge, feathered it, and straight away Dugupati and Harsh Bhoje knows that he's gone. Looks like he's ready. Mitaj Nityanandam for that big six. Interesting the way he comes down. He's borrowed the willow of Saif Badr. Maybe he would cast some spell on it so that Saif Badr gets out early. Might have been a little drinks break here with that wicket they could have taken. I hope the time's being valued, especially with the umpires always keeping the players on toes, ensuring that we are disciplined and sticking to the conduct of the game. Good piece of delivery there. Cramping Anj Boje brings on Ali Sheikh, formerly played for Irving Mustangs, Dallas Mustangs, and now in Houston Hurricanes. Right up there. Sai Charit Dagupati. 12 matches, 10 wickets. His best bowling figure, 2 wickets for 29 in a T20 game. Likes to talk to stumps. 2 times has moved the furniture of the batter. Seven times the batters played him on without reading him. What he was trying to bowl ended up perishing. Saif Badr and Ali Sheikh. 3 wickets down for Houston Hurricanes. This will be the partnership they'll be stressing upon for the Houston Hurricanes innings to grow. And lovely shot there again. No chance for the fielder there. Stopped running and just savor upon the shot. Saif Badr's played 2 times through the covers. This time he's got full extension. Look at that shot. How beautiful it looks. Fully played. First one, just a check. This time gets even better. "71 runs. They've started sprinting now, Houston Hurricanes. Cannot give that width with no pace, no real threat to Saif Badr. Likes to go a tall man, likes to use his long levers, playing in the line of the ball. Not often we've seen Saif Badr go against the line and the length of the ball, playing cross batted shots. Left hander Ali Sheikh Hope there's a fielder there on the deep fine leg who cuts the ball. And knowing there's a fielder, smartly played by Ali Sheikh too. 10 overs done, 73 for 3. 7.30. Few minutes.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Somen Das. 2 matches for him and just a wicket. I'm surprised to see no spin from the Tigers. Till now, they haven't invoked upon the spin. That's skied high. Would this be a wicket for Somen Das? Calvin Savage has been in a tough spot today for the second time. And unfortunate for Somen Das and Savage. Short pitch. Tries to latch onto that one. And a tough call for Savage to get hold of it. That's a good delivery, and Somen Das gets better of Ali Sheikh, if not Saif Badr. That's an absolute ripper. How good that is. Too good for Ali Sheikh. We'll see that in the replay. Back of the length, a little tad bit movement of the surface, and Ali Sheikh is disappointed. And on the other hand, contrasting emotions from Somen Das. Matthew Trump. He's played that nicely, teasing the fielder. So far, the wickets, 4 of the wickets have come in on the short pitch deliveries. Firstly, we've seen Joshua Trump falling prey to that short pitch delivery where he tried to swing it and getting into keeper's pouch. Later, Mukhtar Ahmed, and now Ali Sheikh too, with one wicket of Anj Boje, who got caught behind by the wicketkeeper. Good delivery. Somendas looking in good touch. Ends the over with a fascinating delivery. End of the over, 77 after 11. That's the scorecard. Looks like we are witnessing the middle order here. Mukhtar Ahmed caught by Calvin Savage. What a catch that was, backpedaling, keeping his balance. Caught for 29, who was in a good nick. Then Joshua Trump for 12. Firm punch of the back foot. And then later we've seen Ali Sheikh going to continue from the scorecard. And now that brings on Matthew Trump. One more reason for our spectators to watch this match is when the Trump twins get a wicket, you'll be happy to see them get into some dance moves. They've got plenty of moves. Cuts that to extra covers. The first time I saw them performing those grooves were against Dallas Exforia Giants when Matthew Trump was elated after taking that one wicket a day game. We expected to see at this rate if they're going at six and over, 131 and 145 if they're going at 7 and over, which should be a good total. 140, 140, 150. I've rarely seen a team in minor league cricket chase down 150. That's been rarity. Not saying that cannot be done. It's just that firm pushback to Sai Charit Dagupati was a very hard chance for him. Look at that on the replay. That gets dangerous for especially the fast bowlers. He comes down as follow back, might have hit his palms. Trying to save themselves. At times they injure their thumbs and fingers, but Dagupati looks fine. It's concern from Matthew Trump. Just checking in if he's fine. Sai Charit Dagupati. So Mendas in his previous over created two opportunities, a wicket improper from one of the opportunity, and one a tough half chance going down by Calvin Savage. Will keep him patient in his crease to win the over 12 and 81 for 4. Saif Badr batting on 22 of 15. Matthew Trump 4 of 6. So Mendas to continue, and there's a direct hit. Good to build upon the adrenaline, but the batter's way back in the crease. That's Saif Badr, who was taking the charge, was on a little back push here by Sumendas, who's bowling. Got an opportunity, beats the outside edge one more time. He should remember that he gave a chance to his team to get hold of Saif Badr. He would have been sitting in the dugout if Calvin Savage would have got hold of the catch. Saif Badr and Somendas will be a watchful battle. At least he'll be getting Matthew Trump just because, if not, so Saif Badr. The way he got Ali Sheikh out right in the block hole early on. Excellent running between the wickets, except for that one miscommunication, that one chance that was put away by the Chicago Tigers. There has been no real difficulties running between the wickets. Good morning, bright sun, good surface, and Sunday morning, your favorite sport. What more can you expect? The Chicago Tigers would be saying the wickets, and Houston Hurricanes a little more runs. And yeah, as viewers, you'd say that's some good food to treat your mouth, but the eyes are getting its treatment. Watching cricket. Passionate teams have been a little tedious this season. End of the over. 13 done, 86. Batting currently on 6.621 over.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
They've evoked spin. First time in the day we'll be seeing spin. By Rahul Basu. Flighted full toss and deserves that treatment. It is nefarious for a spinner to bowl a full toss, especially allowing the batter to free his arms. Look at that one being blasted out. 6 runs, just an opportunity for Matthew Trump to free his arms, take a free swing. They might target Rahul Basu, especially with that first six. He'll need to get himself together. Much better and controlled from the leg spinner. He's played 4 matches and picked 2 wickets. Coming up through the ranks, Rahul Basu.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
"37 of 22 balls, 16 overs, 120. 7.50. I was doubting that this might be the case, that they would go after a specific bowler. And that's from Matthew Tromp, who went behind Rahul Basu. Apologize for any interruption. And you're back and running again. Smart cricketer, how he contrieves, creates the shots in deliberation. In just some time, Matthew Tromp's overtaken Saif Badr. Oh, not good signs. The keeper's groaning in pain. He's down. Might have pulled his hamstring. By any chance, if you look in the replay, those two shots played by Matthew Tromp gets better and better. One through the covers, just inch outside the boundary rope. That helped them getting maximum. Then later on, a full swing going downtown, taking on the bowler. 2 sixes from previous over. I was thinking that they may try scoring at least 130, but that's blown off the charts. They'll be looking for 150 at least with Matthew Tromp batting this way. Having Saif Badr and his power. 26 of 23. Matthew Tromp was playing a little slow innings in the first half of the game. Now he's accelerated and overridden his skipper, who's batting on 26 of 23. The keeper still groans. Displeasure from him. Lovely stroke, punch down the ground. Oh, that's absolutely surreal to see a straight drive. There's some shots that may not give you the optimal result, but are a delight to your eyes. Nobody plays a straight drive better than the master blaster of the game, Sachin Tendulkar. Trying to go after every ball here, Matthew Tromp. He's in his element now. It takes a little while for Matthew Tromp to get into his element. Flicked away. Those 2 sixes will be game changing and strike rate changing for Tromp. Positive demeanor by the batters here. They've looked in solid touch. Cut away firmly. The bowling team needs to devise a strategy to stop them before it's too late. 150 here on this track. same ground where the USA played against Bangladesh before the start of the T20 World Cup. A good surface to bat on. Big ground, good running between the wickets. Could be faster on that throw. End of 17th over, 128 for 4. Matthew Trump's been looking daunting for Chicago Tigers. Saicharit Dagupati. Change of pace. The umpire's in the danger line there. That's hit firmly. He would have taken the umpire's head off with that. That's flown away for 4 runs. Look at that. Look at that muscle in the shot. Was in the block hole. Umpire had very less time to get out of the way. Scut that nicely. That's a good crunch of his bat. 44 of 26. A zestful cricketer, Matthew Trump. 2 games against Dallas Exforia Giants. We've seen how unhappy he was with his performance. Especially expects a lot from himself. Knowing his own potential. Sign of a good player. When you know how good you can perform. Stands tall. Has he found the man? Low lying catch. Shivam Sani cannot get to it. Sacharat says the fielder to calm down. Take a look at the replay, how Saif Badr hit that. Just if he can get the replay before he bowls. Shivam Sani was staying low, expecting the catch to come down to him, dipping. Has cut that away. Has he found the fielder there? No, above him, and the ball will have been into the boundary if there was no timing on the dive by Mohit Patel. Relentless effort in the field by energetic Mohit Patel. Is going to give some vigor with a dive to the fielders. They need that strength, especially when the fielding's not been up to the mark. Cut that. That's cut away, and there's a fielder there. Everything's been timed well. You got a feel for Matthew Trump. Excellent 47 of 28 balls. Only shot that is played in error. He's found that to the fielder. Look at that, how well he manages to get hold of that one. And right there, the fielder was stationed. He got carried away. He had width. He had time. But a wicket of well-made 47 in 29. Matthew Trump goes after eviscerating the opposition. A ball remaining before the over's been called. With that, 12 balls remain after this over. Brings Ali to the crease, remaining with 13 balls. That's Arir Ali for you. Gets off the strike. Felt like it. Arir Ali will have to wait to get off the strike. 18 overs.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Mohit Patel to Saif Badr, having 12 balls remaining. Short pitch delivery. He's swung across. They look to slog every ball from here, especially having the 11 balls remaining. Final 2 overs. They'll have to go after every delivery here. They've still got a couple of batters in their shed. This is one time another that we talk about fielding effort. The field's been opened up after power play, and the runs have come easily for the Houston Hurricanes. Those boundaries by Matthew Trump, those 2 sixes, set the stage for Saif Badr and team to start scoring big. Has got hold of that one. That's going to be miles away for 6 runs. Right in the slot for Saif Badr to heave away into the wind. Gets 6 runs. Clean striking. And now 144, a gigantic total, seems coming the way of Chicago Tigers. They need to be on point. They cannot let go of this, especially the last league game. The teams would want to finish on the higher note. Over the head of the bowler, the long off will cut away. Still, they'll be able to take 2 runs. Excellent running between the wickets by the batters. Saif Badr batting on 40 of 30. Arir Ali. At this point, the question to the viewers would be, Arir Ali being the new man, can they let Saif Badr take 1 and put Arir Ali on the strike and ensure that they get some dot balls? Had with bowl where the fielder is, come back for the second one. They get too easily. Runs have not been a concern here for Houston Hurricanes, especially with the lines and the lengths, knowing how they've got wickets. 4 wickets have come back of the length, and still after getting those, I wonder why that channel was left open without using. Look at that. Look at that. Just goes flat for a six, I reckon. Yes, the powerful striking of Saif Badr. As flat as it gets. Fast hands. Had no elevation but had the distance there. Superb play by Houston Hurricanes to end the 19th over. Mohit Patel in his last over, and Aril Ali does the right thing at the right moment to give Saif Badr the strike back. Look at that run. Misses the mark, does not get hold of it, and knowing he's new to the crease, will not be able to make that great of connection. Calvin Savage not happy. 155 for 5. This is a good total with 5 balls remaining. They'll have to make their shots out here. With 5 balls remaining, they'll at least think of getting hold of 2 balls for boundaries from Calvin Savage. If they can get more of it, the more the merrier for Houston Hurricanes. Tries something whimsical. I always wonder why not the batters at times try playing to the strengths. Yes, they are trying, but when you've managed to score so many runs, 48 of 33 balls, that one flat six, a big one into the leg side after heaving, playing straight down, but then why not play according to your strength? One ball being wasted going down the leg, he'll have to bowl that one. Why not play according to your strengths when you were able to score easy runs down the ground? That one ball resulted in a dot. Now that'll put some pressure on Saif Badr to score runs and think that what if I had played that one shot down the ground? Might have got at least 2 runs. Gives 4 balls for him, leaving 2 runs for his half century, and more runs to come for Houston Hurricanes. Would they be able to get at least 10 runs off 4 balls? Another wide, make it 9 runs. Thinking about it. Not happy, but he's not got anyone to blame but himself. 157. On the pads, has pushed it slowly. Should be looking for 2. He's popped it out. And when you think there's something that can go better for Chicago Tigers. It only aggravates. The innings have been stretched out. We'll have to bowl that one again. The series of wides in the last over continues for Calvin Savage. He's not giving any runs with the bat for Houston Hurricanes. He's just helping them with the extras. Has connected that. Has he put that in the gap? Chasing fielder, diving effort. That'll still go in the boundary. What a connection. What a shot from Saif Badar that brings his half century. Exceptional shot. Look at that. Back of the length. Connected that. Just using his body weight. And even the diving effort of the fielder will not help it. Just because the timing was such great, leaves us with two balls. Might be exasperating for Calvin Savage. Oh, this has gone downtown and we'll get a big one. 6 runs for Saif Badar and Houston Hurricanes there. 170, looking strong to finish. This time, going full will not help Calvin Savage, will just help Saif Badar to clear the fence. 6 runs. Can he finish with a big one? A long over finally coming to an end. "170", a great surface. Shot pitched. Has he put that in the gap? Fielder there. He's bounced on his toes to hit that one. And with that, they finish the 20th over. 172, if I'm believing, or 1. That's the batting scorecard for Mukhtar Ahmed scoring 29, starting with Joshua Trump, looked good, and then Ansh Boje came in later after losing Joshua Trump. Saif Badar, the captain, making 62 scintillating runs with Ali Sheikh not staying too long. Matthew Trump looked good, and then Arir Ali playing a fiddle. Mohit Patel went expensive. 36, Raj Vyas, who collected 2 wickets in the starting of the innings. Calvin Savage going wicketless. Sai Charit, 2 wickets on his name. With remaining with 1 over, Soumya Das came in, picked 1 wicket, and Rahul Basu, expensive overs for him, 12 runs each. Fall of wickets, 34, 43, 66, 75, and that's when 136, and from there they went all strong. It was Chicago Tigers who were on the back foot. 11 extras in total, with a first inning summary for you. Sai Charit Dagupati, one name which remains on the top with economy and the wickets. Raj Vyas, slightly expensive but early wickets for him. We'll take a little break here before the second inning starts. It needs 173 for Chicago Tigers, a lot from them and their batters to win this game. The game. There goes Mukhtar Ahmed. Welcome and hello. Nicely cut away. He's found the gap. Look at that crunchy shot. Oh, has plugged that one. Will be a chase. We always from a season. There's that two full delivery, allows him that going down again. That's poor delivery. I hope there's a fielder, but Mukhtar Ahmed just will. That's launched up straight up in the air. We'll have to see if there's the season. This is skied high. The question is, has he got the distance, that direction, keeping the fielder there? Just like that. That's skied high. The question is if someone's under the ball and will make it theirs, and yet takes on no look shot there. That's audacious from 3 games they lost. That's a classic drive by Saif Badr. You little grow. And lovely shot there again. No chance for the fielder. That's a good delivery, and Somendas gets better of Ali Sheikh, if not Saif Badr. Passionate teams have been a little tedious. Flighted full toss and in just some time, Matthew Trom's overtaken Saif Badr. Oh, not good signs. The keeper's groaning in pain. He's down. Might have pulled his hamstring. Saicharit Dagupati. Change of pace. The umpire's in the danger line there. That's hit firmly. Been up to the mark. Cut that. That's cut away. And there's a fielder there. Scoring big. Has got hold of that one. That's going to be miles. Look at that. Look at that. Just goes. Has connected that. Has he put that in the gap? Chasing fielder, diving effort. That'll still go. Oh, this has gone downtown and will get a.
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
Welcome back after the innings break for the second innings, where Chicago Tigers will be taking on the Houston Hurricanes to chase down the total of 172. They need 173 to win this game. To start the first over, they have placed two slips to give the support to Usman Shinwari. It's not going to be an easy task, especially against this bowling lineup of Houston Hurricanes. Usman Shinwari was at times menacing with his pace. Straight away, he'll try to make the batter play. It is Mitansh Nityanandam, who's at the non-strikers end, who's alongside Jay Desai. 33 matches and 391 runs. He scored, a part of Austin Athletics and Lone Star Athletics too, wicketkeeper. They need a good start. They need a good start in power play. The bowling team will be very comfortable with the amount of runs they have scored. Good surface, and at times the bowlers have bowled poorly to the batters of Houston Hurricanes, who've resourcefully utilized. Left-hander Usman Shinwari, hailing from Pakistan, played a lot of franchise cricket. Was in a part of Big Bash League 2 in Australia. This young man, Mitansh Nityanandam, never shy to get down the track and score against the fast bowlers. We've seen him do that against Anwar Ali Khan of Chicago Kingsmen. Was a part of Chicago Blasters before. He's a favorable talent in the side of Chicago Tigers. They need this opening stance today from Jay Desai and Mitansh Nityanandam, especially in a game where you got to score 173 runs. You need a good solid partnership which sets the tempo of the game. Two slips, baits the outside edge and fails to nestle. One over if they're looking to just pass this hour. Then Usman Shinwari bowls. They've got 24 balls that they'll be looking to negotiate and somehow discuss this. Off the back foot. It's dealt well and will be 3 runs of the first over.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Captain Saif Badr has the freedom to mix and match the bowlers and try everything he wants today. 173 is to be scored. It's not going to be easy against Houston Hurricanes. We've seen that. Shrav Saraikar, right arm fast, is going to bowl. I'm amazed by the opportunities this league gives for the players who are young, who are looking to prosper, brings them out forward and gives them a chance to rub their shoulders with the best in the game. Right arm fast, straight away has found the gap there. There's no running behind that. There's no use running behind that shot. Got into position nice and early, knowing that it's short and wide. Four runs on the first ball. Trying to put some pressure on Shrav Saraikar. Can talk and discuss Shrav being young to fast bowling. Can discuss a set of ideas with Usman Shinwari, who's got plenty of experience around the globe. Jay Desai goes down and handsome there. Saif Badr trying to chase that very close. Puts his foot in the right time. Superb looking stroke from Jay Desai. They get 3 runs. Straight up there. Uses his depth of the crease. Stands still. Get that very close. Great piece of camera work from the production team. Very close. Oh, has it deflected? A twitch. Can just make it more dramatic by my expressions. But you guys, the viewers and the spectators, can lodge in your comments to say that if that ball looked as a boundary. Just one? They've only run 1 run? Well, this is cocky from the batters here. Irrespective of a boundary, knowing that the fielder was not going to give up the chase. Now look at them. They could have easily got 3. Loss of 2 runs for Chicago Tigers. Too much reliance on boundaries is not helpful. You cannot rely too much on boundaries. Every day cannot be your Sunday. Saraikar in his second game, bowling in the second over. Gets down Mithansh Nityanandam. He's not shy of that. He is launched it as a cannon there. Goes the distance out of the park for 6 runs. We've seen this young man do exactly what he does on this ball. There you go. Uses his feet against the fast bowlers. Not afraid to come down the track and hit it. Very few players, even in international cricket, are able to do so, to come down against the fast bowler. But one name that would amaze you every time, that audacity of a player coming down, Sean Tate or Mitchell Stark, against the best, you name it. That's Brendan McCallum when he used to play for New Zealand. That's better, much better, cutting the batter into 2 halves. It's going to be a good battle between Shrav Saraikar and Mithansh Nityanandam. Straight away, did not waste time. After the one run, he's faced only 4 balls. What a good looking stroke. He played over the head of the bowler and the fielder there. At times, it can be a question to the bowler. He might think to himself that, did I do anything wrong? Is it too easy of picking for the batter? But there are few batters who are naturally gifted with timing. And Mithansh Nityanandam looks so and does so with this one more boundary there, having the fine leg fielder inside the circle. He just had to guide it, and he'll be happily hopping across the pitch to come back on strike. Look at that. Moved across, exposing his thumbs. Walks a little downward on the pitch. And then you know what has happened in the next minute. End of the over. A good over for the Chicago Tigers. They need to belt few more in the power play, especially if they want to take on the charge of the game. This is the time. Push them to the corner. Take them on. Leave them no gap, no nuke, no corner. 2 overs done.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Usman Shinwari. This is the over. They may use him for the third over as well. He's missed that onto that one. A little gap from his fingers will help the batters to come back for 2 runs. As a batter's mindset, it's your micro plan. The macro planning happens always in your dugout. The captain might have told them clearly with their coach saying that this is what I want the batters to do in this initial hour, especially with Usman Shinwari bowling. They may want to take that risk factor away of losing the wicket and then try to target other bowlers. Maybe just try to rotate the strike with him. He had 2 slips. Always we've seen Usman Shinwari starting with 2 slips and most of his balls being slightly shorter just because the type of bowler he is. He uses his shoulder more. Look at him come when he comes to bowl, how he uses his shoulder from that catapult action. Who's known to use a category of bowlers known to use their more upper body strength to generate pace. It's one of them who runs in hard. And look at him when he jumps and look at that. Pulls back and then throws everything forward what he has. Good run rate here. 7.50, 2 runs. And in 4 balls, they've got 3 dots and just 2 runs. They shouldn't be disappointed if they're not getting any runs of Usman Shinwari in this over. To balance it out, they've got enough of Shrav Saraikar's over. On the up in protection. examining the condition and knowing who to target is one set of skill that you need from the batter. Especially the games become more strategic than tactical it was, than the bowlers and the batters coming in. The game's evolved so much. You've got so many elements that you'd want to look onto: the data, the stats, the matchups against the players. Just like chess moves, this is skied high. Third man is there but will fall short. His heart might have been in his mouth there for the over to end. 3 overs and 21 for Chicago Tigers.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
It is Hamza Khalid, formerly played for Lone Star Athletics, Austin Athletics, now a part of Houston Hurricanes. With a little experiment, they've replaced Sharaf Saraikar with Hamza Khalid, bowling his first one to Jai Desai. The signs are clear, the intent is clear, knowing what Jai Desai and Nityanandam is trying to do. They've got a long on for Jai Desai. Long on third man when Usman Shinwari was bowling. Boundaries, when you take a comparison to the first innings, it was boundaries. Early on, they got wickets, Chicago Tigers, but were not able to contain the batters of Hurricanes. Couple of overpitch deliveries that has taken the momentum away. Not good signs if Nityanandam's limping. A favorable batter for Chicago Tigers, who they want to hold up on for the next season. Jai Desai trying to go big. Has he found the gap here? Looks like that, and will be 4 runs here into the fence. Onside, Jai Desai picking another boundary from Hamza Khalid's over. You might think on the replay that he might not got hold of it properly, but that bad swing and the power play right now has helped him to get hold of that boundary. Only 2 fielders outside the circle till we go through 6 overs. So the batting team would want to use to their benefit. Look at this. Such a good track to bat on for the batters. The Hurricanes batters thoroughly enjoyed. And now it belongs to, oh, you beauty, the shot of purity here. This is absolute serene here. This is blissful to the eyes of viewers from Jai Desai. Look at that. Shot of class and elegance. He might have hold his poser for a little while for the cameraman to get his good pictures so that he could tag MILC and get some more followers on his Instagram. But how about that shot from Jai Desai? Two boundaries they've got. Taking off, throwing Hamza Khalid and Hurricanes off. Hurricanes are being tamed by Tigers. Let's see if it's going to be long enough in the run. Uses his strike. There are fielders, two fielders converging. Survives. That one shot has blue confidence in Jay Desai. His strokes have been good. He scored well. And this is the start what the Chicago Tigers might have expected in the other league games too. But a positive to take from this game. Fully capable. Undoubtedly the team, it's gone downhill for Chicago Tigers this season. Inside edge, that question would be for to ask ourselves if that pain or the pull Nithyanandam's had, will he shake his confidence? However, 4 overs done, 33 without any loss of wickets.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
This partnerships just growing, and we need that water in form of runs for this partnership to grow. Nicely, they want to feed on to other bowlers, and just the plan. The plan might work out in the favors of Chicago Tigers if they get hold of Usman Shinwari. Just let this over pass, just like a passing cloud, and then you can target your bowlers. Let's see if Nityanandam's got any other plans here. On the money, nicely played here. Usman Shinwari keeps tight between the stumps. He always aims for those 3 sticks. The question would be, if the captain of Hurricanes is using Shinwari's third over, who would he be going for? If this is how the batters, the opening pair is going to bat from, will be a question to see if they're using Shinwari, because he'll be remaining with 1 over. He's used his third over in the power play, all 3 overs, and so far he's only been the bowler that has proven economical. Hang in there, would say Jay Desai from the non-strikers, and it's okay, Mithanj. That might be the conversation for them to have, while we can just anticipate. Very essential for them to hold on to this partnership and try scoring runs of the other bowlers. The mindset speaks all, and the approach to the game from these batters. Usman Shinwari, one tough cookie to be scored off. Mithanj Nityanandam says that I'm going to take a crack at that cookie. Has got a bite, just a little nibble at it. Not completely, a gentle nibble. Just because he was not able to get hold of that boundary. But look at this man who's got a big heart, full of courage there. He found that ball in his zone, in the spot where he's scored plenty of runs from. And knowing, identifying your deliveries, knowing when it's a bad ball, when your strengths can come into play, that's one gift as a batter that you can have if you understand your game completely. There's no stopping if you know your attributes, if you know your strengths. Knowing to play to your strengths is a blessing. Just two more balls remaining before Usman Shinwari completes his third over. 7.5 for Chicago Tigers. Good thing is that till now they haven't lost any wicket. And I'm not to be blamed if Chicago Tigers are losing a wicket later. It's not my curse upon them. A very peculiar stance from Nithyanandam today is leaving his all three stumps, exposing Shinwari, is letting him see, and then he covers across, and will be a chase for fielder there. Two more runs. Okay, let's take a look again when Nithyanandam tries to bat and how Usman Shinwari, what areas he uses. 6 balls. How many times we've seen Usman Shinwari in an over attack those stumps from that 6 meter or 4 meter length? Couple of times, just 2 deliveries in each over, and most of his balls have been shorter. That's why he's leaving those stumps and standing on a side of the leg stump. And when he gets onto that, gives him a little more room to play onto that onside. And end of the over, they've dealt well with Shinwari and his fireballs. So 5 done, 37. We only saw a couple of overs of spin. Matthew Trump was in a good nick today. Joshua Trump will be wicket keeping. It'll be the brotherly duo. The bowler and the keeper. Scored 47 runs, just fell short of 3 runs. 47 of 29, 3 fours, 3 sixes for Matthew Trump, but a different requirement now. Has been given ball. Both of them twins, Matthew Trump and Joshua Trump, playing for the same team. In international cricket too, it was Nathan McCallum, Brendan McCallum, David Hussey, Mike Hussey from Australia. And from Indian cricket team, it was Yusuf Pathan, Irfan Pathan, and Pakistan cricket team, Umar Akmal. And Kamran Akmal, Matthew Trump's been taken down for a ride there. That's been going to run away to the boundary. They can just put in extra efforts on their feet to go close to the boundary just to bring the ball back and give it to Matthew Trump again. Look at that. Jay Desai has looked excellent, scoring straight off the wicket and off the leg side. That's been his go-to zone. Trying to penetrate through the covers, finds the fielder. A question to our lively known cricket pundits who are watching us from their home comforts. have you ever played any game with your brother doing a wicket keeping and you're bowling, especially if he drops? What has been your expression towards him? It's like it's been always fun when Mike Hussey and David Hussey used to play. In their interviews, they've always told that there's never been miscommunication between them, but with Jai Desai goes high, goes long, but not long enough to get 6 runs, but at least he'll get 4 runs. Look at that. Majority of his runs have come from that same region, flexing his muscles, going down the ground. They can use him, they can implore the option. Matthew Trump, he can try to force the batter play in the offside direction. We haven't seen a real stroke coming from Jai Desai in that region. Not many played. So bowlers, to understand what's happening, they should get into the game. So the question to our viewers was, has anything happened in the similar sort that your brother, your twin brother, has blamed upon you, has blamed his mistake upon you? 8 runs so far with the ball to go. Swing and a miss. Goes to J Trump. End of the over. Six overs done. 45. A good power play total for Chicago Tigers. They'll not be disappointed with it. Hamza Khalid right away. Welcome again. Oh, what an effort there from the fielder. Great dedication. I'm not sure if that'll be taken as a boundary. Let's take a look at the replay. That'll be for us to critique and talk upon. Stands tall, handsome looking stroke there. One bounce. Look at the effort there. He thought that might go away. Oh no, 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 no. He saved it. Being bitter to the man. They'll have to applaud his effort there. 2 runs saved. Nicely played. The field's open. The power play is done. Now they can have 5 fielders coming back for the second one. Superb running. And Mukhtar is not happy. He's saying, where is it being thrown? The keeper is right next to the stumps. And that's where the throw should have been aimed. That will definitely infuriate the captain of Houston Hurricanes to Saif Badr. The way Chicago Tigers is batting right now. They're lurking around the bowlers to take a wicket. Three balls, 4 runs. If they manage to score at least one boundary, what the Houston Hurricanes started doing after 10 overs, that made a real difference in the game. And the areas the bowler is going to attack is going to make a real time difference. And someone told me fate favors the fearless, and that's right. Where Mitansh Nityanandam goes striking on this ball. Look at that, where it is ball. He throws his bat at the kitchen sink, and a flying edge takes it away to a boundary. Talking about boundaries, they need that every over. And Hamza Khalid, all day, all along the league, has been good to on Houston Hurricanes. But can't blame the bowlers. The track has been so good to the batter, and it has been batting friendly. It'll be a batter's fault if they're not able to score off this track. Played with soft hands this time. Mithansh batting 24 of 18, Jay Desai 28 of 23. This partnership has reached a mark of 53. It's just looking strong as they get deeper into the game. You cannot say that majority of the scoring has been done from one side. The pressure has been handed by both the batters all together. And there has been no hesitations taking quick runs between the wickets. This is one run that can testify how good the coordination has been. End of the over. 9 of Hamza Khalid's over, 7 in total, 54 without losing any wickets. Chicago Tigers.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Seven overs done, 54. Can we see a real time spin from the Hurricanes? Usman Rafiq, yes. Usman Rafiq is going to turn the ball. Will it turn the event for Houston Hurricanes by taking a wicket of these solid looking openers? Bowls flatter, quicker, knows to give flight, but has learnt a good game, Usman Rafiq. His job will be to delude the batters and take a false stroke. Looking for a wicket here. Matanch and Jay Desai, this partnership. The weight has been shared by these two batters, and Jay Desai or Mithansh cannot complain to the captain or going back into the shed saying that the majority of the pressure was taken off by an individual. So, a good coordinated attack by both the batters. We were talking about Usman Shinwari being one of the bowlers that want to just get along, move along, let the play happen. But Usman Rafiq, a spinner for Houston Hurricanes, that's a loser. But there's a fielder in place. Full toss, knowing where your fielders are at, knowing the intensity and the power to put in the stroke. You just cannot go blindly and hit that. That's rightly depicted by Mithansh Nityanandam. Knowing where the fielders are, he goes high. Does he go handsome? No, he does not. It's Jay Desai who perishes finally. It is Matthew Trump on the boundary line who takes the catch. A little rash shot from him. In the end, the spinner who's bought on does the trick for Houston Hurricanes. That was one area he picked runs mostly from. finally a breakthrough for Houston Hurricanes. Till 7 overs, the bowlers of Houston Hurricanes were impregnable in the batting order. Now, with the change of Usman Rafiq, he comes in and his first over gets hold of the wicket, showing how it is done. Shivam Sani, after getting rid of Jay Desai, the, the captain Calvin Savage has put in his other young lad, Shivam Sani, alongside Mithansh Nityanandam, a lefty and righty. '55, 118 required. Run rate still above 9.44. If they don't get runs or boundaries, that'll just jump up to 11, 12 in an over. And then you'll see the panic and turmoil between the batters in the middle. An extra run with an extra ball. Change of batting attitude from the young generation. Shivam Sani and Nityanandam, who likes playing an attacking piece of cricket, knowing each other's game well. The very first game against Kingsmen saw them play the same sort of ploy, took the attack on the bowlers of Kingsmen. Then wasn't much support, the calculative shot. Sometimes it gets risky when Shivam Sani gets carried away a little more. The batters should also understand at who to go and when to go. It's just not the bang that they can take on every bowler, just like the same gameplay today we've seen with the openers from Jay Desai and Nithyanandam, who were quiet for a brief period when Usman Shanwari came to bowl. A successful and productive over for Houston Hurricanes with Usman Rafiq, an over and four runs and a wicket. On the other side of the world, in minor league cricket, you might see that it's not just the first game when the high scoring was produced. It was one more game with Silicon Valley Strikers, who won by 63 runs. They scored 226 in just 2 wickets. Isn't that mind boggling? When 226 runs in 2 wickets, by just losing 2 wickets, that shows how controlled the team is in the game. would have been one belter of a game for Silicon Valley strikers. Bowling out, it got better when they bowled out the Grizzlies at 163. Ali Sheikh has come on to bowl. Even yesterday, I was expecting when there was a match between Dallas Exforia Giants and Kingsmen, they were off to a flyer. An explosive partnership between their openers, Kingsmen. The batting has not gone flop so far in the league stage, and they'll expect from the Central Division Kingsmen to go high on the note into the playoffs. There were 50 odd runs already in 4 overs. Then later on, they lost wickets. Exforia Giants made its comeback. Later in the game, they managed to score 155 runs, 55 runs, and then with the bowling attack, Exforia was short of 34 runs, 122 in 20 overs. That's one game in the night at Grand Prairie Complex. Lucky those who witnessed. If not, the MILC has got highlights of the game, every game captured to you. It's just not the highlights, it's commendable how the fraternity of the MILC puts in an effort. The MLC, MILC, the whole team decides to give a recap. End of the over, 9 overs done, 62 for 1 wicket. Usman Rafiq into his second over. Slowly, they'll try to stop and cover all the boundaries they've scored. Shivam Sani and Nithyanandam will have to figure out a way. Just because the run rates are climbing up, they need to start doing their high climb right now before it's too late. Well, haven't nicely swept away into the breeze. The fielders there. Finally, another wicket. A moment of excitement for the Tigers fan, but there's a wicket when Usman Rafiq comes to bowl. Second wicket in his second over. It is Mithansh Nithyanandam. Flighted, no pace. Look at that one. He saw that in the slot. Nicely flighted, dipping down. A wicket at deep square leg. And Saraikar doesn't miss on to that one. Rahul Basu, he's been sent out after losing Mithansh Nithyanandam for 29. It was looking good, but not good enough for Usman Rafiq before he removes him. Up and away. Rahul Basu gets off the strike. Sometimes when I also get confused with the action, so much happening in the universe of MLC, I wonder how will I be able to catch up with things. It's always good to get a recap and that initiative taken by the management helping the cricket grow. They got you a podcast, a weekly podcast. You can catch up with the weekly action with Aman Patel and Nate Hayes. Cuts that away in the gap, and that's where you'll find out the player of the week and who's emerging player and who was standing out with their prolific performance. An outstanding effort made by the veterans who've been with the MILC from the inception. The over ends with that single, and Usman Rafiq another good run for him for a second over. Wicket taker in a second over. 4 runs of this over, 66 of 2.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Ali Sheikh sweeps him across his legs. The ball's trickling away, having no enough pace, and it's been cut off really well in the deep. Good effort. Exposes his stump, gets across, tries to sweep it, but no power in the stroke. It was a teaser for the batter and the fielder, and the fielder has the better of it. 3 runs. Shivam Shani needs to get going. This is his time to show his skill set, what he's capable of. It's the right time. The pressure either makes the best of the carvemen or it breaks the players. It's this time when it is most needed. The deliverance will be expected from the youngsters in the team. Or the top of the slip fielder, and they'll run away for 4 runs. Finally, boundary coming after 2 overs. It was Usman Rafiq and Ali Sheikh who had tied the batters of Chicago Tigers up. Just can throw the hand in the air. It was too quick for the slip fielder to get hold of it. He swept that away well. Again will be a long run for the fielder. This time has power. Gets 4 runs again. 2 boundaries. They're covering up for the 2 overs they haven't scored. There's the second one. Around the legs. Was going away. Just had to get the bat. It is this time Rahul Basu. Both the times 3 runs taken first and then a leg by. Short pitch delivery rocked back immediately as soon as he saw that. And Usman Shinwari in the deep. 14 runs off the over of Ali Sheikh. 11 completed, 80 on board. Still, 10 required and over 93 needed in 9 overs. You got you got to give credit to Rahul Basu for trying to keep the aggression up. It's Usman Rafiq now, who's got 2 wickets. He's the man in action for Houston Hurricanes. Moves across, takes the inside out. A fielder there, Matthew Trump, who picked 1 catch of Jay Desai at long on. He was swatted across Rahul Basu for 24 when he came to bowl. Tries to take on the reverse sweep. There's a question asked by the keeper and the bowler. They are not amazed by the decision, but I'm in liking of the fact that Rahul Basu is trying everything to counter-attack Usman Rafiq. He got 2 wickets, is not going on the back foot to play his shots, to explore and see what he'll be able to make out of Usman Rafiq's ball. This is full toss, could have been anywhere over the head of the fine leg, and unlucky for the batter to not get a boundary. This should have been dealt with more force. Just he gets onto his knee. I hope we get to see a replay on this. And there you can see that that was a full toss. He got down, not finding the right meat of the bat. And that's the stop there. Big boundaries here. Has he hit the wicket there? I see something flying off. Forget about it. But Shivam Sani has vanished. I think so. There's something happening in the deep here. But there's a catch here. I'd like to see his name on the catch. What a diving effort. He splashed his body. Felt like the bail came out. Yes, he's hit the wicket there. It wasn't me daydreaming. But look at that catch. It has to go to the fielder. Poor thing, his catch. He's saying that, oh, he's hit the wicket there. He was stunned for a moment. But a good commitment from the man in the deep. It felt like a double bluff for me seeing Shivam Sani. to hit the wickets, but indeed it was. Yeah, he did hit that, but I'm not sure if it's his hit wicket or the fielder who took the catch out in the deep. Anj Bhoje, he's been given the credit 2 times. Usman Rafiq as a bowler, they want to get 2 wickets at the same time, but not practical. And hello to Calvin Savage to the crease here. Greetings given to Usman Rafiq. Welcome, Calvin Savage, with a boundary. Right there, up and away, was too full. Gets his reverse sweep out. We see this very often. We see this regularly from Calvin Savage, who's batting against spin. Gets his sweeping bat out, reverse sweep, and conventional sweep too. Has got some paddles. Calvin Savage is the man they'll be looking to get a hold of, especially at this track. He can prove dangerous. A good batting track here out at Grand Prairie. Twelve overs are done. 89 for 3. 84 required of 8 overs. Not an unreal fictional total for Chicago Tigers to be chased, having Calvin Savage and Rahul Basu the type of strokes he's played and the variety they've got in their batting array. You can expect them to go after the bowlers, but who are they going to go after is the question. Usman Rafiq has got one more over, and Usman Shinwari with 1 over. Before Usman Shinwari comes and tries to hammer his nails on the foot of the batter so that they don't move, they need to use this. Mukhtar Ahmed. The leg spinner appeal, and there's definitely going down. Who's got the hand out is asking and appealing the umpire. He knows as well. Look at that, where Calvin Savage is standing, leaving the stump. And there he is, and is asking the umpire too harsh. Come on, you need to give away the umpire that one. Umpiring was made interesting, seeing Billy Bowden, that crooked finger. You know what's up with the story behind his fingers. He had an ailment, and he owned it like no other umpire did. So one of the umpires that made umpiring fun, Billy Bowden. And one of the anecdotes I remember of Billy Bowden is against New Zealand, when Glenn McGrath in his final over, when he came to bowl against the batter of the New Zealand, and Australia was far ahead and they were winning with a huge margin. Glenn McGrath tried to bowl an underarm that riled Billy Bowden up, and he went wild. That's good running between the wickets. It was a funny anecdote. So you can find that on the YouTube on the thumbnails. Billy Bowden just sweeping his arms across against Glenn McGrath. Mukhtar Ahmed. 2 runs and 4 balls. Will be another dot. I thought Mukhtar is a part-time spinner, but I don't think so. Mukhtar has been used that often in the games, especially against Dallas too. Could have saved them few runs. Gets the sweep out. Would have been a close affair here. Is a close affair, real time. Uh-oh, that's really... Uh, It's hard to see from Mukhtar Ahmed straight up in the umpire's face. 13. Done 92 off 3.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
One over remaining for Usman Rafiq. 3 overs his ball has picked 1 wicket in every over. And this is the prize possession they'll be looking for. What a stylish stroke from Calvin Savage. Use of the feet, comes down to the reach of the ball and slams it into the boundary. Goes big. That's humongous. You close your eyes and I'll tell you the result. Everybody knows. Go pick it up from the other cricket field. He'll get, alas, just 6 runs off that ball. Look at that, how big it is from the big man in the slot, Usman Rafiq, being dealt with disrespect. Right there on the other cricket field. Calvin Savage showing his true colors. He's got 10 runs. Can we see another boundary or Usman Rafiq making a comeback? That's wide and away. Fielded there, gets off the strike. Good cricket here from Calvin Savage to not get along, not to just rush on Usman Rafiq. He's picked 3 wickets for a reason in a game. They just cannot outplay him. They surely can if he's bowling any bad balls. And you've seen what Calvin Savage has done on the starting of the over. A 4 through the covers and then and the cow corner. Rahul Basu goes long, goes straight, and what a catch! What a catch from Matthew Trump! This is unreal. This is unreal effort here. Is he a Superman? It is unreal to the eyes. Naked human eyes cannot see that. I need to pinch myself with that effort here. Play that fielding book. Come on, Matthew Trump. You gotta be kidding us. No way. No way he's done that. Just look at that. Rahul Basu had the connection, had the timing. My jaw and the spectator's draw's jaw. Look at that. Flying towards his right. Look at that take. Dive. Bouncing on like a lion on his hungry meat. And Matthew Trump, what have you done? Superb effort here. Cannot say more except for my jaw to be dropped a mile deeper into the ground. What a stunner. Somebody go to Matthew Trump and calm him down. He cannot do that. Absolutely defying the laws of physics. He got there, he got onto it, dived onto it. Look at that. Again, we cannot get enough of that. Rahul Basu, look at him. He got the connection. There's nothing wrong. Good stride forward, running. Look at his body balance. Look at his dive. Everything perfect. You cannot make any mistake out. Near boundary. Look at him on his balance. Got whole still clinching on the ball tight, and he stands as if has done something regular on an office day. Usman Rafiq with the wicket. You got to feel for Rahul Basu. What makes it worst is that that wicket cannot go to Matthew Trump. It's Usman Rafiq's wicket, but it is all written Matthew Trump's name on it. Off the back foot and 4 wickets. It's only Usman Rafiq who's been able to take wickets in 14 overs till now. We cannot get enough of it, can we? Even the cameraman and the replay production team is saying that he cannot do it. How can he do that? Look at him do it. Fast motion, slow motion, fielding lessons. The coaches need to show how Matthew Trump has defied everything here at Grand Prairie against Chicago Tigers. Thanks to Matthew Trump, who's put the life back in the game. The shoulders were down, the chins were down for the Houston Hurricanes when Savage started scoring. Then Calvin Savage's scoring started looking petty in front of the catch. I'm still in that moment. I'm not over glorifying that, but the effort from the youngster is breathtaking. It takes special man to carry out that special effort. 47 today with the bat. It's his outing. Full of vibrant energy today, Matthew Trump. That's full toss going in the direction of Matthew Trump. Where is he finding? Is it the ball who's finding his likeness? It's Matthew Trump written on the name. One player has been all day long. His name's been shouted out every time it's Matthew Trump. That's 1 wicket they're looking for. Smartly bowled by Mukhtar Ahmed. Seeing Calvin Savage come down. Right now, Chicago Tigers raggedly breathing with 5 wickets. Surely he might have had his favorite breakfast today, Matthew Trump. The ball's finding him today. He's not finding the ball. Wherever he goes, today the catching practice, the day is complete for him. One of the boxers ticked. He does not have to go to the practice tonight if he was thinking about. Mukhtar Ahmed, 29 runs with the bat today, gave a good batting stance, has got a wicket. A wicket here. The danger man, Calvin Savage, gone. The chances for Chicago Tigers with his departure may have come down. The flipper from the leggy Mukhtar Ahmed. Well, I haven't seen any dance from the twins here. The other Joshua Trump. They needed to celebrate on that catch. He flew across like a Superman. There's an appeal behind the stumps from Joshua. A ball remaining before he completes his economical spell. The second over, he's just given 2 runs. Yash Patel touches off. They need to come out. End of the over. They need to come out and play fearless cricket here. Just remaining with 5 overs. Need to make a statement. 105 for 5. Look at the smile on his face. He still cannot get over it. He would be soaring high like a hawk in the sky with the confidence. In the stumps, Matthew Trump is having everything today: aggression, the placidness, and a lucid mind with his acrobatic skills, batting skills, and we're just missing his dance moves. An over bowled already. He was given, he was taken off 8 runs from his first over. Uses the pace, trying to get down off the track, is wide. This is his modus operandi, Matthew Trump. He likes to use the surface. He likes to keep it on the offside. The batter should be standing more towards the off stump than on the leg side, because he's a crafty bowler, Matthew Trump. He knows that he's standing away from the leg stump. Look at him on this ball. Maybe he'll target the stump, or look at this, away from the stump. It is now the batter to realize that how Matthew Trump's bowling. He's faced the third delivery, same ball, same direction, just your regular office formula: Control C and Control V by Matthew Trump. He's bowling in the same line, same pace, same line and length. Nothing changed. Now it's the batter to understand that he needs to move a little closer to the stump and use his lateral movement. Slightly closer this time. Has he found the gap? We'll come back for the second one. Has been an interesting day of events today. What a game we are having, thanks to the pitch and the curator at the Grand Prairie. And a big thanks to our streaming partner, Yash Technology, for bringing us such a delightful game where everyone watches. And a big laud goes to the efforts of the committee and the team, the management of minor league cricket, both the teams playing in the last league game. What are games we are having at the start of the MILC, Minor League 2024 season? We started a good ball over the stumps, and just 3 runs off his second over, and 16 done, 108.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
We're back again with Mukhtar Ahmed bowling to Patel. It is Prithvish Patel But Yash Patel and Joshua Trumps missed it. His brother from the end would be mocking Joshua, just with a smile on his face, saying that how come have you missed that onto that one? And he apologizes Mukhtar for missing stumping. Look at that turn and through Joshua Trump's legs. He cannot believe it that he's put down. Always a pressure. Always a pressure when one of the siblings performs better, then everyone starts comparing. That has once happened to me with one of my sibling who did better in school, and I was told by one of my relatives that why not him, why not you, if him, and it was slightly embarrassing. I'm sure our spectators might have felt that one. A wicket already. He's cleaned up this time. No wonder why. The game's just going at a very fast pace here. Mukhtar Ahmed. It's the lightning quick pace of the game. Times miscalculated. Just waiting for the confirmation to see if it was Prithvish Patel and who shall be replacing the spot of Prithvish. In big trouble here. In huge trouble for Chicago Tigers. Prithvish Patel being bowled by Mukhtar Ahmed. Right on the stumps, they've got a first slip. Captain giving everything to his bowler to comfort him, to ensure that he is able to pick another wicket. Misses on, inside edge, survives. Until how many balls that he survives? Very animated, Mukhtar Ahmed as a player. Likes to get the best out of every ball, even if it's batting or bowling. He's got that pace and natural drift of the surface. Look at that one. And cleaned up. Last love by Mukhtar Ahmed. Quicker through the air. Another wicket. And it is taking a while as well to catch up with the pace of Hurricanes. Look at him. How does he bowl quicker through the air after getting an inside edge? Look at that block hole. And no answers here. The Tigers, even the scoreboard hasn't recovered from the previous wicket. Mukhtar Ahmed and Hurricanes need to give us a little breather. Five extras so far being bowled. And it was Mohit Patel who was picked up by Mukhtar Ahmed. And keeping our poor scorer on his toes. Mukhtar Ahmed, 3 wickets. And he'll have to get along with Somen Das. Two balls remaining. 3 wickets. Mukhtar Ahmed would say that I can do it. But would he be able to? Appeal one more time. That his signature hand coming out and asking the umpire. Can see that every time he appeals, he stretches his hand out asking aid from the umpire. Yash Patel has faced 4 balls, hasn't scored any, is still on a nut. Up there will get him a single, and a good news for him is that he'll not go on 0 if he'll have to go. End of the over. 2 wickets from this over for Mukhtar Ahmed. 17 done, 114 for 7. You'll have to give credits to the captaincy of Saif Badr, especially because knowing how he unearthed the fact that the spinners can be used on this track because the fast bowlers are being sent away, and he's not happy here. Saif Badr, who's got his hands on the head, exclaiming, "Could have been a wicket." It's all fun for Hurricanes right now. They are in a jolly mode. But for Tigers, ominous signs as the game is drifting away. In the passage of time, just this is the last third over in the slot. Yes, it is in the slot and gets 4 runs from there. It's been so peculiar today that the fielders were at the positions that we haven't imagined, and look at that stroke. It has taken and given us some time to realize that it will flow away to boundary. The flow of runs was stopped by Mukhtar Ahmed, who picked 3 wickets in the later part of the game. Captaincy has been good by unearthing the fact of using spin on the track, because fast bowling was smacked and thrashed around the park today. Spin was a little difficult, especially with Usman Rafiq picking 4 wickets, then 3 picked up by the other spinner, Mukhtar Ahmed. So it was spinner's dominance on the track. Has pulled that away, has pulled that well, that he'll be able to get 2 runs to finish the over. Ten runs of Saif Badr's over, and he wouldn't mind that with 124. Mukhtar Ahmed in his final over before he calls it off a day and cleans up. There's a little more for Mukhtar Ahmed to rejoice in his bowling. He cleans up the stumps and is doing a little clean work after party for Houston Hurricanes here. Bowl straight, quicker, same delivery, how he got hold of Mohit Patel on that Yorker. The batters might say that he's been cheating on the ball, because he's a spinner, and with the pace he's bowling, they are definitely not able to read that, not able to catch that from his arm release and action. Very swift and quick. Brings Raj Vyas. Was decent in his bowling, picked up initial wickets, gave that starting momentum to the team of Chicago Tigers. And he's been called upon by Hurricanes to test him to see if he'll be able to bat for at least another 11 balls. Short pitch delivery. He'll defend that. An orchestrated attack by the spinners. 4 and 4. It is Mukhtar Ahmed and Usman Rafiq. Will he be able to collect a fifer with 4 balls? Make it 3 balls remaining. What a game this would be for Houston Hurricanes. They'll surely finish with a real high confidence, surging on Mount Top. The spinners getting 4 wickets. That fielding effort, a special mention to Matthew Trump. And then the batting effort from Mukhtar Ahmed starting. A brief stay, but not too long before he departed. Then later on it was carried by Matthew Trump. Tries paddle. That's so bad here. They are just making fun out of the batting of Chicago Tigers here. It is really bad. You may feel for the batter Yash Patel. He wanted to go the other way, and that's fifer for Mukhtar Ahmed. Look at that. He just plays his bat just like a wooden plank in the way, allowing Mukhtar Ahmed to do what he wanted to do. Seemed like he deflected on the other side instead of going on the leg, and there's chuckle from Joshua Trump. Looks like they're calling a game off. 9 wickets. And that will be the game. Surprise might be the player Sai Charit, who got injured by that straight hit by Matthew Trump, who would not be able to bat today. That's the game for Houston Hurricanes, who have gnawingly beaten the Chicago Tigers. A comprehensive victory for Houston Hurricanes. You can tell that Jay Desai, who looked good and later was picked by the spinner Usman Rafiq. Usman Rafiq, 4 starting middle orders were picked by Usman Rafiq, and then later on it was Mukhtar Ahmed. 4 and 5, 9 wickets in total for them. Calvin Savage, who later came in, who showed us the display of the shots, what he can do, but it was picked by Mukhtar Ahmed and in the deep by Matthew Trump. It was very, very astounding catch by Matthew Trump there in the deep for Rahul Basu to dismiss off 19 of his 12 balls. And what a day the Hurricanes are having. Surely they've stormed in and will be going with their chins high. And for the Chicago Tigers, a disappointing season with a finish here. They are being beaten by 47 runs. Look at that scorecard. Usman Shinwari with the over remaining. He's been super economical, and the other seamers, they were expensive until Saif Badr called upon the spinners here. Usman Rafiq, 4 overs, 28 runs. Surreal economy for Mukhtar Ahmed. 9 runs after his 4th over with a ball remaining and a fifer here. Saif Badr giving 10 runs, and it's been taken and collected by everyone. Shared the workload. This is what the match summary looks like. It was Saif Badr, the skipper, who was spectacular with 62 runs in the end, and Matthew Trump, it's his magnificent 47 in 29 balls. Mukhtar Ahmed in 29 of 24. Wickets were taken by Saicharit Dagupati, who got injured. Raj Vyas with 30 and 2 wickets. Somen Das with 1. Chicago Tigers batting lineup, it was Mithansh Nityanandam, the highest scorer of 29 runs in 26. And Jay Desai, before he perished, he scored 28 runs, and Calvin Savage giving us a little display to enjoy for the spectators and us. But in the end, Houston Hurricanes won by 47 runs. Mukhtar Ahmed with a fifer, Usman Rafiq 4 wickets, and Usman Shinwari 10 economical runs in 18 balls that he's bowled. That's it, and it was me, Abdul Muhid. Was fun hosting you guys. Looking forward for another cracking game. Stay tuned with Minor League Cricket. Looking for more updates? This is where you gotta catch your action. Right arm fast, straight away has found the gap there. There's no running behind that. There's no bowling in the second over. Gets down Mithansh Nityanandam. He's not shy of that. He is launched it as a Jay Desai trying to go big. Has he found the gap here? Looks like Hurricanes batters thoroughly enjoyed. And now it belongs to, oh, you beauty, the shot of purity. Umar Akmal. And Kamran Akmal, Matthew Trump's been taken down for a ride there. That's been going to run away to the boundary. Never been miscommunication between them, but Jay Desai goes high, goes long, but not long enough to get 6 runs. And the areas the bowler is going to attack is going to make a real-time difference. Rightly depicted by Mithansh Nityanandam. Knowing where the fielders are, he goes high. Does he go handsome? Nicely swept away into the breeze. The fielders from the youngsters in the team, or the top of the slip fielder, and they'll run away for 4 runs. Finally, boundary. He swept that away well. Again, will be a long run for the field. Big boundaries here. Has he hit the wicket there? Wickets at the same time, but not practical. And hello to Calvin Savage to the crease here. Greeting in every over. And this is the prized possession they'll be looking for. What a stylish stroke through the covers, and then the cow corner. Rahul Basu goes long, goes straight, and what a catch! What a catch! That's full toss going in the direction of Matthew Trump. Drift off the surface. Look at that one, and cleaned up. Last love by Mukhtar Ahmed, quicker through the air. Another wicket, and it is taking a while. This is the last third over in the slot. Yes. Tries paddle. That's so bad here. They are just making.
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.